Hi, I'm Mike, founder of GoodBed.com. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at a new mattress from Luxi called the Luxi One. The idea here, if you haven't seen our full review of the Luxi, you definitely want to check that out. Because the idea here is to take a lot of the same componentry from the regular Luxi and put it in a mattress that doesn't have the adjustability of the comfort levels and the feels, and doesn't also have the kind of dual comfort ability of having different comfort levels on each side of the mattress. But it does have a lot more affordable price point of $6.99 in a queen size. So we just want to make you aware of it, and we'll talk a little bit about its characteristics. But first thing I'll do is I'll just take the cover off and just show you the insides of it. So basically what you have here is this top layer of that same latex that we showed you in the regular Luxi. Then you've got these SBT, what we call the mushrooms, with the firm foam. One difference being that in this case, they're glued to the latex layer, so they don't quite have the same kind of 360-degree movability. And then below that, you've got the same foam used at the base of the regular Luxi. This feels a little firmer to me, though. This is quite a firm support layer here. So it's a simpler 3-layer construction. There's no memory foam. And then it's got this a different cover, just a very stretchy, kind of very breathable, thin cover. So in terms of the characteristics of the Luxi One, we're going to run through this really quickly. The key thing that you need to understand is that this really fills the void that the Luxi leaves, the only void, which is that it doesn't have anything super firm. This is a much firmer option. We would characterize this as somewhere between medium firm and firm, but a little closer to firm. So that's where we're going to classify it. That would make it a logical fit for a stomach sleeper. Also would work well for a back sleeper if you like a little bit of a firmer feel. It's a little tougher for a side sleeper, although if you don't have particularly acute pressure relief needs, then I think it could still work for you as a side sleeper. But for a lot of side sleepers, you're just going to find it too firm. So we're going to go through some of the other characteristics just to compare it to the regular Luxi. We already talked about how it doesn't have the dual comfort or the adjustable comfort. In terms of its bounciness, you could definitely see it's got a little bit more bounce on the mid-level. It's still no bounce on the sort of deep level. On the surface, it also has a little bit more bounce because it doesn't have any of that memory foam on top. You can see here that there's absolutely no memory feel. So definitely over much more towards the bouncy side of the spectrum than the regular Luxi. In terms of the cushioning depth, we would also point out that this is a much shallower cushioning than any of the 3 configurations of the regular Luxi. You can see here that this is definitely more of a floating on top of your mattress feel, with very little of that being hugged or cradled sensation. In terms of the motion isolation, we found that the motion isolation was just as good as with the regular Luxi. I'll also show you where I jump on it. So definitely excellent motion isolation. And we also found that the edge support was actually a little bit better than the regular Luxi, and probably we would consider it to be very good as foam mattresses go. You can see that also in the prone position as I lay on the side of the mattress. So a really nice stable edge to the mattress. So overall, again, the Luxi One doesn't have the dual comfort, doesn't have the adjustable comfort, is a much firmer mattress, going to be a better match for stomach sleepers, maybe back sleepers. It's going to have just as good of motion isolation, even better edge support, much more shallow cushioning for floating on top type of sensation, and a much lower price point. I would say this is similar to the regular Luxi in that it's probably less of a sort of new mattress smell than most online mattresses that we open. So I know we went through that really fast, and that was because we were kind of assuming that you've already seen our full review of the Luxi mattress. If you haven't, we definitely recommend checking that out. You're gonna find a whole lot more helpful information that's also gonna be relevant to the Luxi One. But I hope you found this helpful nonetheless, and we definitely thank you for watching, and we really hope you sleep well.